Welcome back to A Minute with Alan. This one's called $100,000 Ain't What It Used to Be. Now, I know that sounds crass. Let me explain. In 2020, there were about 7 automobile models sold in the United States that cost $100,000 or more. Today, a quarter of a century later, there are 34. Now, that's not just inflation there. That's more people spending more money. Had cigars with a good friend of mine last night. He's in the local media. And his daughter lives in New York. She makes $100,000 a year in Manhattan and has to have a roommate just to pay the rent on their apartment. Here are some statistics. Organizations in the United States annually spend on employee theft $50 to $60 billion. Breakage and equipment repair, $50 billion. Lawsuits, $500 billion. Security, about 3% of their annual budget. Training, $60 billion on classroom training. I'm not talking Deloitte and McKinsey and big consulting firms. But I will, because consulting in the United States last year, the investment by organizations, was $400 billion. Unproductive meetings. All these statistics are from AI. Unproductive meetings, $37 billion. And you can't sell a six-figure project or six-figure engagement? Of course you can. You have to ask for it, and you have to provide the value that supports it. Companies are spending six figures to mist the office plants. They're spending six figures to clear the driveways. They're spending six figures on new artwork. And so you have to have the chutzpah, it's a technical consulting term, to ask for the six figures, which means you must have the value that gets a true buyer's attention and not somebody in HR who says there's a big ROI here. Not dependent on your age, not dependent on your background. It's dependent upon your ability to introduce value to your buyer. Because $100,000 ain't what it used to be.